Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Voyagers taking over here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run. Slot man moves right. Back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 10 more there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's right.
That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 16. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he goes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
The give is to Elliott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Powerful running. Slipped right by him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And he's able to put it through. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Young. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go to Elliott again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 18 yards there and a first down. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
10 carry now for Elliott. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw. Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Young now, throwing on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. 7 yards there on the pickup. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is Elliott, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. They come out here in the eye. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try to get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards still left on second down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
All right, here we go.
Young to throw on third down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Here we go now. No. Check.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
You always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And to give this time to the tailback. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 6-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. Young. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deshaun Jackson from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Ed Too-Tall Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
85.
And the back goes into motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A good pickup there, a 22. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run again with Jackson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go, Detroit!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the... Yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Here we go now. Watch it now. 40.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw is Young on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They run with LT. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he finds Jimmy Graham. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together it makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Too Tall Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Smith now to throw again. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Smith going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And an alley to run.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Broncos getting ready to go on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Give to Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Young to throw on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Denver getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They go play action. Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with LT. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. LaDainian Tomlinson, 25 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And this one through the uprights and good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Over the middle, it's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. The give is to Elliott, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And coming out now, the Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. Room to run past midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. LaDainian Tomlinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And some room to maneuver. Finding room at the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Looking to throw. Young. This will be caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Young to throw on second down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Young now, throwing on third and long. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there on third down. 46 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On the counter, Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Young. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Jones will come now in motion right. 1st down, Mariota. steps away to his left. And an alley to run. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now.
They're going to try and throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Handoff left, Tomlinson. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. In motion right is Jones. They'll run. Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now it's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just...
They'll run. It's the fullback, DeMarco. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
4th down, Mariota. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. And Denver getting set to take the field.